We're both feeling a little under the weather today. We're both feeling a little under the weather today. They did not work as a team and as a result the project failed. They did not work as a team and as a result the project failed. I see people who are your family. I see people who are your family. Cancel. Cancel. They told us, we will be late. They told us, we will be late. After 5 nights, we may not be the housekeeper. After 5 nights, we may not be the housekeeper. If I had more money, I would buy a new car. If I had more money, I would buy a new car. Can't post it later? Can't post it later? Was your son a tailor? Was your son a tailor? Is her aunt a jockey? Is her aunt a jockey? International organizations are important to global trade. International organizations are important to global trade. He won't come to the party if he doesn't know anyone. He won't come to the party if he doesn't know anyone. Had they seen the new exhibit at the art gallery? Had they seen the new exhibit at the art gallery? You are responsible. You are responsible. It can continue. It can continue. They cooked dinner together. They cooked dinner together. Please take these pills 3 times a day. Please take these pills 3 times a day. Can't you push it the night before? Can't you push it the night before? This is good. This is good. They return 2 weeks later. They return 2 weeks later. It's very cold here in winter. It's very cold here in winter. I've already cooked dinner. I've already cooked dinner. The lawyer will defend his client in court next week. The lawyer will defend his client in court next week. I bought a new car last month. I bought a new car last month. After 5 evenings it wouldn't focus. After 5 evenings it wouldn't focus. Let me check your medical records. Let me check your medical records. He watched a movie last night. He watched a movie last night. Value. Value. I haven't had lunch yet. I haven't had lunch yet. Small suitcases are light, but large ones are heavy. Small suitcases are light, but large ones are heavy. I drink coffee every morning. I drink coffee every morning. Affected. Affected. Sustainable. Sustainable. The decision has been much debated. The decision has been much debated. Was our stepbrother a lifeguard? Was our stepbrother a lifeguard? It can kill after 5 nights. It can kill after 5 nights. What kind of person do you want to be? What kind of person do you want to be? I did not follow the recipe correctly and as a result the food was not good. I did not follow the recipe correctly and as a result the food was not good. I have to attend a business meeting tomorrow. I have to attend a business meeting tomorrow. I have a lot in common with my best friend. I have a lot in common with my best friend. He went to the market to buy food. He went to the market to buy food. I like Italian food. I like Italian food. Seldom can we row. Seldom can we row. It's okay, I'll find something. It's okay, I'll find something. Does what he says he will do. Does what he says he will do. He is the strongest player of the team. He is the strongest player of the team. I was wondering this too. I was wondering this too. You should start physical therapy soon. You should start physical therapy soon. You may not recognize it in a minute. You may not recognize it in a minute. I just finished my homework. I just finished my homework. Do you have gluten-free options for cakes? Do you have gluten-free options for cakes? Won't confirm after 3 evenings? Won't confirm after 3 evenings? Later that morning the cameraman too. Later that morning the cameraman too. Don't you see the "no smoking" sign? You cannot smoke here. Don't you see the "no smoking" sign? You cannot smoke here. He is next to you. He is next to you. Then the president at 3 a.m.? Then the president at 3 a.m.? Are you depressed? Are you depressed? What a surprise! What a surprise! May not develop normally. May not develop normally. It was an explosion. It was an explosion. Is there a bakery counter in the store? Is there a bakery counter in the store? School ends 3:15. School ends 3:15. We can buy food if we go to the supermarket. We can buy food if we go to the supermarket. How often do you visit your grandparents? How often do you visit your grandparents? I wish I could turn back time and change some things. I wish I could turn back time and change some things. I shouldn't say 1 second later. I shouldn't say 1 second later. Can I get a rain control if the product is out of stock? Can I get a rain control if the product is out of stock? He wouldn't complain. He wouldn't complain. Her stepdaughter was a reporter. Her stepdaughter was a reporter. I'm sure you understand. I'm sure you understand. He did not become a shepherd 4 years ago. He did not become a shepherd 4 years ago. They finished their lunch. They finished their lunch. Don't worry. Don't worry. Beneficiary. Beneficiary. Low. Low. Don't they like it right away? Don't they like it right away? The restaurant we went to last week had delicious food. The restaurant we went to last week had delicious food. I have to learn everything from scratch. I have to learn everything from scratch. Sometimes it can burn. Sometimes it can burn. Let's address your potential concerns. Let's address your potential concerns. I studied Spanish in high school. I studied Spanish in high school. Eliminate dependency on one person for specific tasks. Eliminate dependency on one person for specific tasks. Is the night long? Is the night long? Can you help me find a good book to read? Can you help me find a good book to read? Apart from that, the most important thing is that we finish the project. Apart from that, the most important thing is that we finish the project. Can't be a hydrologist after 1 hour? Can't be a hydrologist after 1 hour? Line up. Line up. We rent a quiet place to live. We rent a quiet place to live. Next year can't doubt it. Next year can't doubt it. We will watch movies together. We will watch movies together. I am a student and want to improve my grades. I am a student and want to improve my grades. Do they usually push? Do they usually push? The job was offered to me. The job was offered to me. I'd be back in 2 minutes. I'd be back in 2 minutes. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Are we at the birthday? Are we at the birthday? I don't want to lose my magazines for the machine. I don't want to lose my magazines for the machine. How long do you think this will take? How long do you think this will take? Is her uncle an esthetician? Is her uncle an esthetician? Have to have. Have to have. We have a wide variety of soft drinks and juices. We have a wide variety of soft drinks and juices. A lot. A lot. He could have taught 3 nights ago. He could have taught 3 nights ago. I wish I had more opportunities for career advancement. I wish I had more opportunities for career advancement. Not everyone is as lucky as us. Not everyone is as lucky as us. Whatever you like. Whatever you like. How to fry chicken fillets. How to fry chicken fillets. Start on time. Start on time. She was doing yoga when she heard a loud noise outside. She was doing yoga when she heard a loud noise outside. Recipe. Recipe. Attention. Attention. They want to start their own business. They want to start their own business. Wasn't he a blacksmith for 3 afternoons? Wasn't he a blacksmith for 3 afternoons? Let's collect employee feedback before making any changes. Let's collect employee feedback before making any changes. Doesn't it change after 2 weeks? Doesn't it change after 2 weeks? Aware. Aware. Then it shouldn't start. Then it shouldn't start. I was outside the group. I was outside the group. He didn't exercise regularly and his fitness level dropped as a result. He didn't exercise regularly and his fitness level dropped as a result. Can I have extra hot sauce on the side? Can I have extra hot sauce on the side? I'm in the room with the sink. I'm in the room with the sink. He couldn't be bothered every week. He couldn't be bothered every week. I don't notice anything in particular about these. I don't notice anything in particular about these. He won't forget to call you, will he? He won't forget to call you, will he? How many cars do you have? How many cars do you have? The dog chased its tail in circles. The dog chased its tail in circles. I don't want to lose my love for magazines. I don't want to lose my love for magazines. Wouldn't it help? Wouldn't it help? If the weather was sunny, we would go to the beach. If the weather was sunny, we would go to the beach. We should have talked about this in more detail. We should have talked about this in more detail. Immature. Immature. We will speak tomorrow. We will speak tomorrow. I don't know. How can I say this in English? I don't know. How can I say this in English? I made these tickets and also started a new assignment with John. I made these tickets and also started a new assignment with John. I am also good. I am also good. Insecure. Insecure. Maybe you'll meet John. Maybe you'll meet John. Some people think dogs are better than cats. Some people think dogs are better than cats. Considers noon. Considers noon. We walked all over the city to see famous places. We walked all over the city to see famous places. Could they be assistant chefs earlier at 5 a.m.? Could they be assistant chefs earlier at 5 a.m.? How to prepare shrimp tacos. How to prepare shrimp tacos. Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something? I will go on a journey. I will go on a journey. He's watching. He's watching. Is her aunt a jockey? Is her aunt a jockey? Is there a children's menu for children under 10? Is there a children's menu for children under 10? Actual head count per rating. Actual head count per rating. He can run a marathon in under 4 hours. He can run a marathon in under 4 hours. His half-brother was a lifesaver. His half-brother was a lifesaver. Don't I save often? Don't I save often? You should not serve after 1 minute. You should not serve after 1 minute. You will rarely be an artist. You will rarely be an artist. He spent days working on his presentation to deliver it flawlessly. He spent days working on his presentation to deliver it flawlessly. I'm going to primary school. I'm going to primary school. I got promoted at work. I got promoted at work. Social. Social. I hate you. I hate you. I'm in the room with the toys. I'm in the room with the toys. He became governor 3 seconds ago. He became governor 3 seconds ago. They do not play musical instruments. They do not play musical instruments. He's an adult now and can make his own decisions. He's an adult now and can make his own decisions. I knew. I knew. He didn't listen to the instructions, so he made a mistake. He didn't listen to the instructions, so he made a mistake. Investing in stocks may seem like a safe bet, but there's always the risk of the stock market crashing. Investing in stocks may seem like a safe bet, but there's always the risk of the stock market crashing. You should not lay tiles after 5 evenings. You should not lay tiles after 5 evenings. Hello, how can I help you today? Hello, how can I help you today? Wasn't I a bricklayer in 5 seconds before? Wasn't I a bricklayer in 5 seconds before? If you need anything, just let me know. If you need anything, just let me know. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. If you don't wear a coat, you'll catch a cold. If you don't wear a coat, you'll catch a cold. This is blue. This is blue. Casual approach. Casual approach. Should it be added from time to time? Should it be added from time to time? Was always there to help him. Was always there to help him. Remaining tickets. Remaining tickets. We flew to Hawaii for our vacation. We flew to Hawaii for our vacation. Have you finished packing your suitcase? Have you finished packing your suitcase? Can't they invest after 1 minute? Can't they invest after 1 minute? Would you come with me? Would you come with me? Shouldn't we propose at noon? Shouldn't we propose at noon? There were many examples. There were many examples. May ask next year. May ask next year. Some of my favorite memories are from childhood. Some of my favorite memories are from childhood. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story. They cook dinner together. They cook dinner together. He is very critical of himself and others. He is very critical of himself and others. They came in the morning. They came in the morning. He was playing every day. He was playing every day. Did I die last year? Did I die last year? They can normally be a cop. They can normally be a cop. My understanding. My understanding. They were not organized last year. They were not organized last year. We will not defend on a daily basis. We will not defend on a daily basis. I'd like to order. I'd like to order. To separate. To separate. Can't I get engaged? Can't I get engaged? Can you meet me at the restaurant at 7 p.m.? Can you meet me at the restaurant at 7 p.m.? I contact 10 years? I contact 10 years? He plays the guitar very well. He plays the guitar very well. Comprehensively. Comprehensively. Don't we throw tiles every week? Don't we throw tiles every week? We visit our grandparents every Sunday. We visit our grandparents every Sunday. I do not exclude. I do not exclude. We would care. We would care. We must complete this task by the end of the day. We must complete this task by the end of the day. I just want you to be careful, okay? I just want you to be careful, okay? I have to answer. I have to answer. They must be plumbers. They must be plumbers. Passive voice. Passive voice. That taxi driver. That taxi driver. When does the train arrive? When does the train arrive? Despite her fear, she faced her fears and went skydiving. Despite her fear, she faced her fears and went skydiving. Updates on team structure changes. Updates on team structure changes. Your grandfather is a mechanic. Your grandfather is a mechanic. Be aware. Be aware. I don't want to make a fool of myself by drinking too much. I don't want to make a fool of myself by drinking too much. Also, don't forget to bring your umbrella in case it rains. Also, don't forget to bring your umbrella in case it rains. We have known each other since our childhood. We have known each other since our childhood. They would manage 4 afternoons. They would manage 4 afternoons. They had been waiting for over an hour when the train finally arrived. They had been waiting for over an hour when the train finally arrived. This puzzle is driving me crazy. This puzzle is driving me crazy. I don't go out if it's risky. I don't go out if it's risky. Can you turn up the volume of the music? Can you turn up the volume of the music? I'm meeting with John after work. I'm meeting with John after work. Can I borrow your pen? Can I borrow your pen? Weren't you an innkeeper 3 years ago? Weren't you an innkeeper 3 years ago? Early in the morning the sun rose. Early in the morning the sun rose. He lived to an old age. He lived to an old age. Have you seen the latest news? Have you seen the latest news? Every parent wants the best for their child. Every parent wants the best for their child. Can I have a piece of guacamole with my meal? Can I have a piece of guacamole with my meal? Will I ask after 4 nights? Will I ask after 4 nights? I believe it is necessary to be able to communicate in English. I believe it is necessary to be able to communicate in English. The legendary musician gave a concert to a large audience. The legendary musician gave a concert to a large audience. I listen to music while working. I listen to music while working. Cabbage. Cabbage. Can't iron at noon. Can't iron at noon. He will start a new job next week. He will start a new job next week. Doesn't he complain? Doesn't he complain? It is mentioned at noon. It is mentioned at noon. His painting is more impressive than mine. His painting is more impressive than mine. In 10 years I will take a trip to Asia. In 10 years I will take a trip to Asia. I'm glad I helped. I'm glad I helped. He never eats spicy food. He never eats spicy food. We volunteered at an animal shelter to help stray animals. We volunteered at an animal shelter to help stray animals. In 9 months we will have a baby. In 9 months we will have a baby. Good job. Good job. Will not prevail at dawn. Will not prevail at dawn. The park will be closed for maintenance. The park will be closed for maintenance. Is our father a director? Is our father a director? To discover. To discover. Is your daughter a docker? Is your daughter a docker? Sarah will babysit her neighbor tonight. Sarah will babysit her neighbor tonight. It can be a busy day at work. It can be a busy day at work. What will I stop 2 centuries from now? What will I stop 2 centuries from now? Are you trying to say what your criteria are? Are you trying to say what your criteria are? Yesterday was a yellow day. Yesterday was a yellow day. The car was parked in the garage. The car was parked in the garage. Should it disappear? Should it disappear? Birds are nesting. Birds are nesting. The view of the hotel we stayed in was very beautiful. The view of the hotel we stayed in was very beautiful. I have to go now. I have to go now. Children love to watch cartoons on TV. Children love to watch cartoons on TV. The exam was more difficult than I anticipated. The exam was more difficult than I anticipated. Broken. Broken. Didn't he object? Didn't he object? The dog chased its tail in circles. The dog chased its tail in circles. If I had more money, I would buy a new car. If I had more money, I would buy a new car. What is your role in the company? What is your role in the company? Good night. Good night. He reads a book every night before going to bed. He reads a book every night before going to bed. Shouldn't you clown later at 2 a.m.? Shouldn't you clown later at 2 a.m.? I'm not sure if I should do this, but I'll try. I'm not sure if I should do this, but I'll try. Pessimistic in my life. Pessimistic in my life. May not have specified before. May not have specified before. I am confident, so I will do well on the test. I am confident, so I will do well on the test. The train leaves from platform 3. The train leaves from platform 3. I know the boy next to your brother. I know the boy next to your brother. It is possible to raise the position of the country. It is possible to raise the position of the country. We have lived in this city for 5 years. We have lived in this city for 5 years. Could it be an alchemist at 5 o'clock the previous evening? Could it be an alchemist at 5 o'clock the previous evening? My family loves hiking and so do I. My family loves hiking and so do I. I am planning to start a new business. I am planning to start a new business. Could you please explain the situation to me? Could you please explain the situation to me? To do. To do. This dress is affordable. This dress is affordable. I'm sorry I couldn't help you. I'm sorry I couldn't help you. The article provides tips to improve your time management skills. The article provides tips to improve your time management skills. He walks to school every day. He walks to school every day. I'll have the chicken noodle soup, please. I'll have the chicken noodle soup, please. What time is your train? 10:30. What time is your train? 10:30. What is your favorite recipe? What is your favorite recipe? Have you seen a good TV show lately? Have you seen a good TV show lately? Raw pork. Raw pork. I love you, boy, by the way I saw your misbehavior. I love you, boy, by the way I saw your misbehavior. He can come to the party tonight. He can come to the party tonight. What would you like to do? What would you like to do? What's in your hand? What's in your hand? Pull together and we will succeed. Pull together and we will succeed. Was flying. Was flying. I cannot eat dairy products. I am lactose intolerant. I cannot eat dairy products. I am lactose intolerant. Could communicate at dawn. Could communicate at dawn. Do you have a big family? Do you have a big family? He didn't say anything. He didn't say anything. Sorry if I made you feel awkward. Sorry if I made you feel awkward. He is very busy with his work and does not have much free time. He is very busy with his work and does not have much free time. Satisfaction. Satisfaction. I am determined to make a difference in the world. I am determined to make a difference in the world. How much is a room with 2 beds? How much is a room with 2 beds? They had their children vaccinated at the clinic. They had their children vaccinated at the clinic. The playbook has all the games we have to win. The playbook has all the games we have to win. Where did you go on your last vacation? They asked. Where did you go on your last vacation? They asked. We went to the mountains and went hiking. We went to the mountains and went hiking. We're throwing a party on Saturday. We're throwing a party on Saturday. Is her brother-in-law a teacher? Is her brother-in-law a teacher? What is your phone number? What is your phone number? I'll meet John at the park later. I'll meet John at the park later. I love you since 1980. I love you since 1980. We were fishing in the lake. We were fishing in the lake. No problem, such things happen. No problem, such things happen. I can't touch my nose with my elbow. I can't touch my nose with my elbow. Are his siblings investors? Are his siblings investors? To take. I talk to my son every evening after school. I talk to my son every evening after school. I have a ball. I have a ball. Is your grandson a lumberjack? Is your grandson a lumberjack? How striking. How striking. Did you catch it now? Did you catch it now? The bird's nest is in the tree. The bird's nest is in the tree. They finished their project ahead of schedule. They finished their project ahead of schedule. He didn't call you yesterday, did he? He didn't call you yesterday, did he? Arrived early for the job interview. Arrived early for the job interview. Can't weld right away? Can't weld right away? We had fun on vacation. We had fun on vacation. Shouldn't it be noon? Shouldn't it be noon? The building was on fire. The building was on fire. Yes, that's true. Yes, that's true. It is good to drink water regularly. It is good to drink water regularly. Better times for your body. Better times for your body. To close. To close. Can I see your visa, please? Can I see your visa, please? These people are in the park. These people are in the park. I will stay in the student dormitory. I will stay in the student dormitory. See you after work. See you after work. His neighbor was an esthetician. His neighbor was an esthetician. We can usually improve. We can usually improve. The Eiffel Tower is the tallest structure in Paris. The Eiffel Tower is the tallest structure in Paris. She wants to try bungee jumping. She wants to try bungee jumping. This item is at customs. This item is at customs. Was his wife a writer? Was his wife a writer? What will I say? What will I say? Can you call a taxi for me? Can you call a taxi for me? I wish I had more self-confidence. I wish I had more self-confidence. Can I have my steak cook medium rare, please? Can I have my steak cook medium rare, please? Not every month. Not every month. Let me know if your situation changes. Let me know if your situation changes. You should turn off the lights when you leave the room. You should turn off the lights when you leave the room. Are we hired? Are we hired? Sorry for being late. Sorry for being late. It gets more challenging as the project progresses. It gets more challenging as the project progresses. What is the purpose of this board game? What is the purpose of this board game? What's the result? What's the result? Let me say. Let me say. He likes to read before going to bed. He likes to read before going to bed. We went to the mountains for hiking. We went to the mountains for hiking. You are very kind. You are very kind. Scissors. Scissors. Can you make my pasta dish with garlic and oil sauce? Can you make my pasta dish with garlic and oil sauce? I love the decorations. I love the decorations. Cost. Cost. He had a cup of coffee before going to work. He had a cup of coffee before going to work. Encourage. Encourage. Does anyone have questions before we get started? Does anyone have questions before we get started? This is a hard question. This is a hard question. Thoughtful. Thoughtful. Fill it out for each person. Fill it out for each person. It cannot support after the 3rd century. It cannot support after the 3rd century. He can confess after 3 days. He can confess after 3 days. Can you keep the cut clean and dry? Can you keep the cut clean and dry? Couldn't he get? Couldn't he get? He listens to music while studying. He listens to music while studying. What did you say? What did you say? They rarely talk about it. They rarely talk about it. If the weather is warm, we can go swimming. If the weather is warm, we can go swimming. Couldn't show weekly. Couldn't show weekly. The window was broken by the strong wind. The window was broken by the strong wind. Should we touch? Should we touch? Excuse me, do you have a pen I can borrow? Excuse me, do you have a pen I can borrow? A stand mixer is ideal for cooking. A stand mixer is ideal for cooking. The year a woman didn't spend and how she survived. The year a woman didn't spend and how she survived. Maybe Tommy or John would like to say something. Maybe Tommy or John would like to say something. If you eat too much, you may feel sick. If you eat too much, you may feel sick. We went for pizza after the game. We went for pizza after the game. Was our nephew a gardener? Was our nephew a gardener? After the rain stopped, we went out. After the rain stopped, we went out. They fished in the lake all day. They fished in the lake all day. The photo was posted on social media. The photo was posted on social media. Send me an email when you get the chance. Send me an email when you get the chance. They have not been fed before at 2 a.m. They have not been fed before at 2 a.m. Can't they go to the army after 3 weeks? Can't they go to the army after 3 weeks? As long as you love me, I will never leave you. As long as you love me, I will never leave you. They are watching a game. They are watching a game. Can't he read every day? Can't he read every day? He started his own business last year. He started his own business last year. Does not continue. Does not continue. By the time he gets here, we'll have finished decorating the room. By the time he gets here, we'll have finished decorating the room. You are responsible. You are responsible. They are night watchmen at dusk. They are night watchmen at dusk. Consistency is key when trying to improve. Consistency is key when trying to improve. Don't we learn normally? Don't we learn normally? I agree. I agree. How do you stay motivated at work? How do you stay motivated at work? Can a pathologist do it after one night? Can a pathologist do it after one night? I will go to bed at 10 p.m. I will go to bed at 10 p.m. Was your wife a dermatologist? Was your wife a dermatologist? Rarely am I not an agent. Rarely am I not an agent. They need help. They need help. Can't he be a porter at noon? Can't he be a porter at noon? Can't he be a doctor in 4 centuries? Can't he be a doctor in 4 centuries? Can I connect after 4 weekends? Can I connect after 4 weekends? Mark is going to the concert, and so am I. Mark is going to the concert, and so am I. I don't notice anything strange. I don't notice anything strange. Should not be limited. Should not be limited. I've already seen that movie. I've already seen that movie. What are you doing here? I want to see you. What are you doing here? I want to see you. His stepdaughters were housewives. His stepdaughters were housewives. I enjoy listening to music. I enjoy listening to music. You rarely go to the gym. You rarely go to the gym. We found ourselves lost in the city. We found ourselves lost in the city. It always seems impossible until it's complete. It always seems impossible until it's complete. Our relatives are founders. Our relatives are founders. I've seen that movie. I've seen that movie. This is your favorite artist. This is your favorite artist. Shadow release may be delayed by 1 month. Shadow release may be delayed by 1 month. Just wait outside. Just wait outside. I smell poop. I smell poop. Don't we clean up after one night? Don't we clean up after one night? Are we sleeping? Are we sleeping? I wish I could go on vacation next week. I wish I could go on vacation next week. Part of it. Part of it. Never fear. Never fear. The cat sleeps in the sun. The cat sleeps in the sun. Can I refill my iced tea? Can I refill my iced tea? Maybe appropriate. Maybe appropriate. And the house seems full of us all. And the house seems full of us all. Can you tell me all about it? Can you tell me all about it? Inseparable at sunset. Inseparable at sunset. When I have enough money, I will buy a new phone. When I have enough money, I will buy a new phone. They will study for their exams tonight. They will study for their exams tonight. I'm going to the cinema next weekend. I'm going to the cinema next weekend. I prefer tea to coffee. I prefer tea to coffee. That plan. That plan. Some work has been done. Some work has been done. What do you think of my company? What do you think of my company? Despite the noise, she managed to concentrate on her studies. Despite the noise, she managed to concentrate on her studies. Doesn't he insure every week? Doesn't he insure every week? If I was a superhero, I would fight for justice. If I was a superhero, I would fight for justice. Why did you move to this city? Because of job opportunities. Why did you move to this city? Because of job opportunities. Tony will attend this meeting a little bit. Tony will attend this meeting a little bit. The cake my mom made was delicious. The cake my mom made was delicious. He said to his sister, I'll pick you up from the airport. He said to his sister, I'll pick you up from the airport. Who told you this? Who told you this? Vagabond. Vagabond. Obviously, you need more processing. Obviously, you need more processing. They seem lost. They seem lost. I'm drawing an orange. I'm drawing an orange. Other plans. Other plans. They saw a herd of cows in the field. They saw a herd of cows in the field. Were his neighbors illusionists? Were his neighbors illusionists? The sun will set at 1900 tonight. The sun will set at 1900 tonight. We are excited to meet our new neighbors. We are excited to meet our new neighbors. This is beyond the pale. This is beyond the pale. Her mother-in-law was an astronomer. Her mother-in-law was an astronomer. Don't touch 10 years. Don't touch 10 years. He was playing the guitar and singing at the same time. He was playing the guitar and singing at the same time. They are very generous with their time. They are very generous with their time. To leave. To leave. The hardest exam I've ever taken. The hardest exam I've ever taken. I saw you on Tuesday. I saw you on Tuesday. They continue in the afternoon. They continue in the afternoon. Questionnaire. Questionnaire. Always do the best you can. Always do the best you can. When can I meet him? When can I meet him? Don't you confuse. Don't you confuse. We were watching the sunset on the beach. We were watching the sunset on the beach. Shouldn't he be a dermatologist every day? Shouldn't he be a dermatologist every day? When the meeting is over, he will be talking for 2 hours. When the meeting is over, he will be talking for 2 hours. Your stepdaughter's shepherd. Your stepdaughter's shepherd. How did you study? How did you study? Noon I don't know. Noon I don't know. Cut date. Cut date. Do you want to talk to me now? Do you want to talk to me now? Could you please send me the report by the end of the day? Could you please send me the report by the end of the day? I'll have the lobster bisque, please. I'll have the lobster bisque, please. I'm having a problem with my computer. I'm having a problem with my computer. Which is your favorite season? Which is your favorite season? Didn't it bother you afterwards? Didn't it bother you afterwards? Organized. Organized. Different variations. Different variations.